Welcome in, everybody. It's another episode of the DNVR Rapids podcast. I'm your host, Mitchell Carroll, a.k.a. Merchel, a.k.a. The gang's all here.
Dude, I feel like it's always sunny in Philadelphia. Let's go.
The gang's here.
It's Valentine's Day. I'm with my sweet boys.
It's a Valentine's Day miracle. Joining me, as always, Super Yaya.
Today I'm Cowboy Super Yaya.
Cowboy Super Yaya.
Let's fucking go.
Let's see if I remember that next week. We'll see.
We won't. I'll change it.
Out.
Next week I might be. Next week I might be something else. I might be Dead Boy Yaya. Who knows?
Whoa, I hope not. Also joining us, it's Lovetown Duane Brown.
It's me. Shout out to Wanners for being in the chat 20 minutes ago.
What a legend. What a legend. That's our
True
guy.
G.
He's in early.
Also, shout out Honors, dude. I like his new podcast, Box State.
Box State. Shout out Box
Box
State.
State.
Really
Good,
definitely
dude.
get into that. Guys, we got a fun show today. You know, we've had a lot of breaking down this, talking about that. No, not today. Today is for getting wild, crazy, weird,
Stupid.
We love the dumbness.
We did this last year, and I looked back at every week when our hot takes didn't hit. I was like, damn, we look like idiots.
Hey,
like, damn idiots.
Professional idiots. We're gonna look
That's
at
why
our,
they're called hot takes.
We're gonna look at our now freezing cold hot takes from last year. We're gonna break out our new hot takes for this year, and then it is the return of the greatest draft in DNVR Rapids history. It's the Our Guys draft. How you guys feeling?
Very successful draft last year.
Probably the best draft we've ever had.
I thought I had a good one. I had
Yours was okay. No, don't say who. Yeah,
Cole.
don't say who. We're gonna talk about it later. We're gonna break it down.
I had my two guys.
We're gonna talk about it. First, let's get into these from last year. Now, you two dum-dums picked the Rapids second.
Yeah.
You picked them
West.
second too?
Yeah, man. I'm with you.
I picked
Let's
them
go.
a reasonable fourth.
Oh, okay. It's they finished last. Very reasonable.
Look. Who wants to atone for their sins first? Yeah, Duane.
I don't care.
Go for it. Yeah.
Dude, I was hyped. I don't care. Like, I love this team. Like, you know what? I'll take them first this year again. I don't care. Like, dude, again, I had hope. Jack was coming back. Jack is the leader. We all know that when Jack plays, he's a playoff team. The West looked very shaky. Nobody saw St. Louis being the team they were. I thought San Jose would be better, but I also didn't see him being that good. And also, I had Houston very down in the table. So, at the end of the day, I think it was a bad take, shitty take, if anything. But I also don't think it was super off basis, especially if everything kind of worked out right. It wasn't a logical take. It was a pure heart take.
All heart.
Our heart, no breaks.
No breaks, all heart. You'd love
It's
to see it.
Valentine's Day, dude. You got to give some heart to
Give
it.
it some heart. I love that. Duane, how do you feel about your prediction?
I feel terrible about my prediction.
Very
Awful.
different take here.
It was terrible. Second. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I mean, it's same with Yaya. I mean, we had Diego coming off a record-tying year for goals. I think we expected, close to that, if not the same,
We'll get into that in a second.
And, this is why I made my call.
Yeah,
we had the return of Jack Price. We had Andreas Maxu coming in to shore up that back line that gave us so many problems in 2022. Man, it was just the pieces were coming together. Mm-hmm. And I was like, let's just, we had Darren Yappy coming on.
Yappy. We'll also get into that too.
It was just, everything was looking so good. We had Cole Bassett coming back. It was time to shoot up the table into second place. to get back to the glory of yesteryear, and by year I mean 2021.
Also, don't forget about the key addition of Gershbach.
Yes,
Gersbach and Kevin Cabral. We're going to the top, baby.
We're gonna win the Super Bowl.
yeah. So there's that mixed in with a lot of just preseason. I'm excited for the season, and you mix all that up, and you get a really bad take from Duane. That's the recipe.
Look, bad takes are fun. Speaking of
They
bad
are.
takes,
They're great.
I think this was a unanimous across the board take. Diego Rubio was going to break the single season record that he had tied in 2022. We said he was going to break it in 2023. All of us. We were positive.
I mean, what are we supposed to say? Like, if Jack got hurt, like, and then Rubio got hurt, and he missed most of the season.
He had 2 goals or 3 goals.
Something like that. But I mean, it was
down there.
It was not
I
great.
think that was the safest
You're
hot
right.
take we had.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, but when you have Jack Price, your leading assist guy, your leader out there, miss all season with an Achilles rupture, and then you have
He only played, what, like 6 minutes or something?
crazy like that, and then you had Rubio also just break himself throughout the season instead of break the goal scoring record. It was never meant to be. It feels like he got lightning in a bottle that year. As much as I love Rubio, it feels like he got lightning in the bottle a little bit that year.
Yeah.
Like he stayed healthy. He had good enough people around him to just get to the
He
net.
had a poacher in front of him. I think.
Exactly, and it helped him out so much.
Yep.
And we kept telling him we need another striker in front of Rubio. We can't. Rubio should be more of that 10/9 kind of role, that center forward, not really a straight up striker. And you kind of saw it when he was out there. He was alone up there a lot of the time.
Look, we should have known better because Rubio is peaks and valleys in his career. Pretty much his entire career.
Yep.
Way up, back down. Way up, back down. Way up, back down. And we should have known it was back down. But like Yahya said, no breaks, all heart. That was our guy. I put him on the back of my New Day kit with the special cool numbers.
Imagine you put him on the back of your new kit.
I did not do that.
I kind of wish I had now.
Okay, side note, before we get into our other old hot takes, who did you fellas get on your new kit?
I'm not gonna say because
Yeah, we'll save that for next week.
Yeah, we'll save that for next week.
Okay,
Yeah, I think it's good conversation for next week why we chose each one.
tight. Love it. Okay. Let's get into our other old hot, freezing cold takes. We mentioned Cabral, we mentioned Gersbach. The other guy that was brand new, Andreas Maxu.
Yep.
We were ecstatic.
I think this was my take, and that's why I put it in there.
We were interviewing Danish media members. We were
Learning Danish.
me trying to pronounce Danish anything. Maxu Defender of the Year, yeah.
Oh man, this one hurts. This one hurts because at the end he just completely fell apart. Like towards the end, I know Illich was bad, but a lot of it also I think fell on Maxu's positioning and how he played the last 4 or 5 games of the year. I think it was a lot of that's why Illich looked so bad too. And he started off the season great. My most memorable part of the season with Maxu was when in Austin he rallied the crew and said, "Hey guys, we got to get this goal back." And they did, and they tied it.
That
and
was
they,
a Cabral goal, actually.
Exactly. And it was all thanks to Maxu running around and being a leader that we expected him to be on the pitch. Now, do I still think he might be Defender of the Year? Yeah, I'll take that 10 out of 10 because I think he has the talent to be that high up.
Right.
I think he's as good
He's
as
certainly
Miazga.
paid like it, yeah.
I think he's as good as Miazga. He was a DP defender. It wasn't out of the question to think that he might be competing with Robinson, Miazga, and all these guys that were the finalists for Defender of the Year. So I think at the end of the day, it was a hot take. It was a stupid take. But it was also, again, all heart, no breaks. And I think he deserved that kind of credit and pressure on him going into the season.
Yeah. Look, I think he'll have a good year this year. I really do. That backline's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think he'll be Defender of the Year? Tune into second segment to find out. I won't. I won't think that.
Are we circling back to this?
We also talked about the Darren Yappy breakout season.
I'll let you guys handle this. I've talked enough.
Duane?
Oh no, this is Yaya. That's your guy. Don't worry, I got one.
I'll let
that
you do
it's
it.
not on our list, and I'll follow it up. I'll follow Yappy with.
I mean, I'll do it. I
With
was
the worst.
Yeah, you were just as high
I
as
had
I
my
am.
choo-choo hat on. I was conducting the hype train. We were ready, baby. We were
Yeah.
ready for an 18-year-old to put up a bunch of goals in the MLS. Turns out that's pretty hard, and he put up all of 0. I will say it was nice to see him end the season with that winning goal. Well, I guess not end because he played one more, but with a winning goal for R2 in the playoffs. That was awesome.
Right at the death.
It was awesome. Great celebration. You could feel maybe some weight was lifted. He scored in preseason. Now, maybe we were just a year early.
Could be.
Is that how you feel? I mean, look, I do think he's going to be a solid MLS guy.
I think the entire soccer universe was against everything in Burgundy last year. So it's a clean slate. There's just the whole setup, the strategy, everything is different. So it's honestly like a clean slate. Like it's a different world for Yappy to play in. Everything that could have gone terrible went terrible last year.
Juan said to look up
Maxus.
Andres Maxu's FBref profile. First percentile in tackles,
Yep.
second percentile in interceptions. That's not going to win you a Defensive Player of the Year.
Nope.
Oof, 15th percentile in blocks.
I also think Maxu has a better squad around him.
Way better.
With a true 6 now. I think it's going to help him cover up that line where he was playing a little bit more up. So I'm super excited for Maxu. But kind of getting back to like the Yapster.
Yeah. Sorry, I just had
No,
to, I
you're
had to
good,
talk
dude.
about
You did
that.
your job. You're great at your job, Mitch.
Let's go back to Yappy, though.
Again, he was an 18-year-old kid. At 18, I was doing dumb stuff, and I was in places I shouldn't be. This kid's playing professional soccer for your favorite club. Let's cut him some slack. Like, I think we were a little bit too hyped up on him, and I think it was probably the lack of a 9 that really got us hyped up.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have a true addition there. Now with Rafa, and if Yappy's that 20-minute guy, if he's that McTominay kind of guy that he comes in and just bangs in goals, like I'm all in, right? I knew Mitch would like that reference.
You legend.
If that's what you get from Yappy, wouldn't you be happy?
Yes.
Exactly. So that's why it comes down to
Captain Clutch.
It comes down to like, okay, let's reset expectations for Yappy, reanalyze that he has a better squad around him, and he has a true leader at the 9 position, somebody that's going to start in front of him for sure every game, so he can focus on his game a little bit more and not worry about I just need to bang in goals every time. So he might be able to develop a little bit better this year. It was just, I think we were too excited to crown a guy because we didn't have a guy.
Right.
Yeah, and Juaner's saying in the comments too, what we're saying is that, super sub narrative is coming and works really, really well for Yappy. To be able to put him in the last 15 or even the last 10, it would be a really nice boost that we didn't have anybody to do that last year. So you want me to finish off the worst hot takes?
In one sec.
As we're talking about up top.
Yappy non-penalty goals. First percentile. Obviously, you can't be lower than the first percentile when you score 0. Total shots per 90. Second percentile. Not great. 86th percentile in expected assists, which is solid.
Yeah.
Showing some playmaking chops. The ball will always find you if you are willing to find other people with the ball. I truly believe in that. Soccer works like that.
He was kind of dope as a left winger.
I think
we were
so,
a little
too.
bit shocked, but he played really well in that position.
I liked him there too.
Also, I think that first game against Sounders showed how cursed he was when he had an incredible shot and it bounced off, like what, the first 2
He had
minutes of
two
the game?
crossbars in the first two games.
Exactly. But that first game, 2 minutes in, incredible shot, hits the crossbar, and after that, you knew the season was over, kind of. You just kind of felt the air leave you and everybody in that team.
Absolutely. All right, Duane, go ahead with your hottest, coldest take.
The Colorado Rapids
Okay.
will bring in a special MLS forward. They will rehabilitate him, bring him from the dregs of Los Angeles, and turn him into a legit striker. And that player is Kevin Cabral.
You were so
This
in on
was-
Kevin Cabral.
My dumbest hill to die on last year. I just wanted to defend him while everybody else was crapping on him soon as the trade happened. And there's honor in defending the defenseless. There's also a lot of stupidity there. And I really feel after last season I kind of fall a little more on the stupid take there versus honorable defense, but I will say he gave us one of my favorite moments in the season last year, which was scoring a goal in LA, turning
Absolutely.
around to the fans that hated him and just pointed to his name. There was not a lot of great moments last season,
You're
and
right.
that was a top 5 moment. So I will throw that out there that at least we got a nice moment from him. But man, the rest of the season was rough.
So digging in, obviously, offensively, third percentile in shots, 10% in non-penalty goals, 7th in assists. None of those look good. 82nd in pass completion, 84th in progressive carries, 73rd in successful take-ons. This is where it gets really interesting. We've talked about this. It's very strange that the profile of the Rapids last year was up front. Your defense got worse as it went from front to back. From offense to defense, the defense got worse. 98th percentile in tackles, 99th percentile in interceptions, 76th percentile in blocks. So he was he might not have been doing it on offense, but he was putting in work on defense, which is obviously the hallmark of a Frazier team. Everyone
Which is
defends.
a bummer. Yeah.
And it is a bummer for people that have to watch it on the field.
Well, it's a bummer for people who play
Yes.
in a forward position.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's also like how you said, it's the hallmark of a Frazier team where you did a high press, and those guys were really good at trying to get the ball back. But once they broke that midfield kind of layer, they were outnumbered at the defensive side, and that's where Maxu, Keegan, and Gutman and Bombito were struggling because they were they were outnumbered by the opposition, and the transition really gave the other team chances to score. And that's when we get the bad defense, because they were outnumbered because of the high press, because they were organized, and because they didn't have a true 6 to hold down the fort while everybody kind of pushed up and tried to get the ball back. By the way, everybody watching this right now, please give us a like. Give my 2 sweet boys a like. And I think we'd all really appreciate if you guys subscribe to our channel too before we continue.
Please, we are within viewing distance of a play button. It's on the horizon.
They don't do it at 100K anymore.
Why not?
They stopped.
Are you serious?
They were spending more money than they were making because a lot of people became YouTubers.
That's a bummer. In my head, we're that close.
We are that close. We are close.
Shout out to the chat. Mitch, back, dude. Mitch is back. He took some time off, but we're stoked to have Mitch back.
We need a Mitch and Mitch pod
Oh, well, we've had one, but we need one on this feed.
for sure.
Wanners, obviously. Dustin, Mark, Crash the Karsh. I mean, look at all these guys, man. This is great. I love seeing everybody there. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We would obviously really, really appreciate it. Yeah, man, it's tough. We were off. I do think we got some things. I can't even say we got some things right. That season was just a disaster from top to bottom.
Nobody could have, again, wishful thinking.
I can't even say we got one thing right.
I mean, I'm sure we did, but I'd have to go back and watch to see
I'm
which
tr-
little
I'm
things we got.
Truly, I think we were so far off that even like the Illich being like the guy at the end of the season did not work. so much that it didn't work that they went to go get Zack Steffen.
Hey, look, I have some takes about the new guys for sure.
I think we're coming from a spot that we know them a little bit more. Like, we
Absolutely.
didn't know a lot about Gersh. We knew about Maxu. We were all high on because we've heard great things about him in the Danish
He was a
league.
winner.
Exactly. And then you had guys like Rafa come in halfway through the year, and we thought he was going to light the world on fire because he did it with Botafogo, I think it's called. Botafogo, there you go. And that's kind of the reason we were so excited for all this. It's not we did our research. It's just everything that could go wrong literally went wrong last year.
Everything really did. But that being said, we're going to drop some more stupid hot takes right after this short break. And we're back.
Look at that short break.
That's
Told you
what we
it was
call
short.
The
short.
shortest of breaks.
Told you it'd be a short break. Okay. Guys, we're going to... Oh,
Real quick.
Real
Juaner,
quick.
you're right. The most right prediction was 2 years ago when Juaner said that Rubio would have 10-plus goals. And he was right. That's when Rubio tied
That's true.
the goal record.
Yeah, we had Pollard on and Wander's on. I think it was our first episode,
No.
second episode. It was early because it was right before that season. And I think I picked Jonathan Lewis to win the Golden Boot for that team. Boy, howdy, was I wrong there too. We're not talking about those takes. We have takes for now. We're getting hyped. We are not holding back. We all have takes. All of us.
Yep.
Who is kicking off the 2023 hot takes?
So we each have a really hot take, a scorching take, and some mild takes. What do you want to go with first?
Man, I think mine. Both,
we go mild to scorching?
Both of mine might be a little mild.
We'll give you some time to
I
come
need
up
some
with a
time.
scorcher.
I got about 10
I need to
really
spice
hot
it
takes,
up.
I think.
I need to spice.
Let's
mine.
go. Let's increase like hot ones. We will start mild and work our way
up.
Awesome. I'm
The-
cool with
the
that.
hot-
We don't have to keep it to one each.
No,
for
we
each
can
person.
we'll just throw stuff
we'll
out
just
there.
keep a. So here's the mildest. We'll start mildest. Rapids will finish in the top half of the West.
Yeah.
We finish what?
In the top half of the West.
So
I think that's pretty mild take. Yeah.
So playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean that's doable.
I think that's doable too.
The thing, I mean, where it becomes a bit of a take is that when you look at the West, so at the beginning of the offseason, the Rapids really kind of catapulted themselves up the table prediction-wise with all of the moves because a lot of the West kind of stayed pat. Like they didn't do very much outside of Portland, who are making a couple moves. But now you see the horrible club in Utah have made some moves. You see Dallas making some moves. You see Galaxy making moves. You see Seattle, who's already good. It's just where at the beginning of the offseason, the Rapids really started to shoot up, a meteoric rise. Now, slowly, the rest of the West have also been making moves a little more quietly because they didn't need to make as many moves, save for Galaxy, that we did. So a lot of those moves went under the radar, and some good teams got a little bit better, and those teams were already good. So it's not a given that the Rapids are a top half. But I do think we have the pieces in place, and I do think the strategy change will help get us there.
I believe that.
So it's a mild take, but because I do think it's doable, but it's not a given.
I agree with you. I think that's a good take.
Yeah, go ahead.
My take is Omir is going to come out with 15 goals and assists.
Woo!
So 15 goal
We were
contributions.
Goal
going
contributions.
mild.
15 goal
Wow,
contributions.
we just moved up a few levels already.
I think, again, and I don't think that's even that hot of a take, dude. I think Omir has been one of those guys. I really don't. I think Omir has lost a little. He was the first signing.
Yep.
He was the first guy, and I think he's kind of gotten lost in the shuffle a little bit when it comes to
because
hype.
it was right around Armis time.
Exactly. He
Yep.
got lost in the shuffle a little bit. But I think we underestimate how good Omir is. I'm all in.
Omir is the
fit-wise-
real deal.
Yeah, fit-wise, he's great.
And he knows how to play the system. He's played it multiple times before. So why wouldn't we be hyped for a guy like Omir that already has reputations with Cole, with Sam, with Djordie and with Armis. They've all played in the USMNT camps together. They've all been a part of that kind of same squad.
Yeah.
And then they also have Armis, who knows what Omir can bring. And Omir is such a flexible guy, dude. You can put him on the right, you can put him in the 10, you can put him on the left. He's even played striker before. And I think we underestimate how good how good he actually is.
He is undercover. Very good.
Exactly. So I'm going to say 15 goal contributions for Omir. It's a hot take, but it's not as scorching hot as many people believe.
He also may lead the team in dog.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys, but he's up there. He got that dog. He shows up in the derbies. I mean, I like this one. Good take, Yaya.
I'm just a big Omir guy.
But if that's the start of the mild takes, I'm very excited for the rest of your takes. Okay, here's mine. Because we're starting mild, right?
Our
Yeah, for
takes,
sure.
our takes. I think we're already at medium.
Well, mine's pretty mild.
I'm Mexican, so my medium is a little
Yeah,
bit...
mine. Yeah,
It's
mine.
a little bit spicy.
Okay,
true.
well now, okay. Which one of these do I want to give you guys right now? It might be just too mild. No, let's go.
Just drop it.
Cole Bassett.
Drop all of them.
Like last year was probably his best year, right? Led the team in goals.
Hmm?
Took on some leadership roles. I think he's team MVP this year. I think he's far and away the best Rapid. I think he is on the short list for best 11 in the MLS. I think this is the Cole Bassett breakout year.
That's a pretty mild take, but a good mild take. It hits right on the verge of like Cole Bassett being great, and I think that's where Cole Bassett's right now. I like that take. That's
I
a
mean,
really good
top
one.
11 for the entire league. That's pretty spicy.
I think he might be able to crack that or be in the conversation for
That's a spicy take,
best 11. It is. I mean, it's spicy.
dude. Bring the spice.
Hold on. All right, pause. What the hell is that, Jared? I eat nothing but
No,
spice.
it's me.
I go
I
spice
can't
on
handle any
everything.
spice.
What the hell is that? Okay, first off, a guy with a the guy named Jarrett with a profile of a suit picture saying I can't handle spice is crazy. You're my guy though.
We love
But
you, Jared.
hey, I get Fuego 3 times a week at Bonfire Burritos. I go for the spiciest. That's that's my jam.
I don't. No.
My brother and my dad are those people that like to cry when they eat spicy
Yep,
food.
me too. Yep.
And I'm just like, you guys are insane. I'm cool with being hopped up on a pepper, but it's also not going to be the whole thing that I'm doing. You know what I mean?
I love spice. What the hell is these shots? I'm gonna ban Jared from the chat. I love spice. This is crazy.
This is my favorite take.
It's a terrible take. I eat spicy food daily.
Nothing will
This is crazy.
Nothing will piss
Juaner's-
Mitch off more than saying he has bad food takes.
I have very good food takes.
Juaner's that makes a good point. You can redeem yourself by saying Querétaro.
Oh my god,
That's bait,
great.
and I'm not taking it.
It's
He even
Querétaro.
He posted it phonetically for us last week too, which I thought was great.
You got to shout
I
of
pay
redemption.
attention, Juan. I still can't say it,
Yeah, I can say because I know that.
but
'cause I'm
quietly, I am to myself.
Attempt
I do
it.
the phonetic attempts.
Yo, this is bullshit. I hate this. Anyways, Duane, give us another take.
Calvin Harris wins the Golden Boot for the Colorado Rapids in 2024. That is my spicy take, but I believe in it.
Not a bad
That's
take.
my spice.
That is kind of heat. Can't lie.
The only reason I wouldn't take it is because that means my guy Omir is not playing as much.
Well, I think all of our takes on goals and assists means the Rapids are going to score 350 goals this season.
Wow.
If we add up all of our hot takes and the hot takes in the comments. Because I'm already reading through who has assist leaders and 10 assists and Yappy with 10 goals. Like, if we put all of our hot takes together, we're scoring 350 goals this season. That's
a lot.
It's going to be awesome.
We're gonna score just 50 more goals than Messi did that 1 year, which is insane to think about.
Man, that's good. That's really good. Okay, I got to step my take game up. Yeah, you're up next.
My next hottest take is, I don't even know if I want to say this because I like the guy. Adam Beaudry at the end of the season will take over the starting goalkeeper spot.
Whoa.
That's insane.
Is wow.
Talk about crowning a kid too young.
That's insane.
And this is a little tongue in cheek, but part of me just feels like Adam is kind of one of those generational talents. I feel like he's better than Slonina when he came out with Chicago Fire. You can tell he's been growing, and having the tutelage of Zack Steffen and Sharpie back there, I think it's gonna really help him out.
That's crazy, bro.
It's I leveled it up a little
the
bit
show
more.
might be over already.
I just
That
and I
take.
still have a couple more that I have
Holy
that I don't know if they're all
crap.
as hot, but we're moving up little by little.
No, you
I-
just jumped to atomic.
I can't imagine what your spiciest take is after that.
That's insane.
It is very insane.
I like
It's
it. Though.
very insane, but it's also hot.
Look,
take season,
we
baby.
need bad takes for next year's episode. Reviewing
Oh, my
This year's
goodness.
episode, so keep them coming. Yeah, we need them.
We need content,
We
right?
need content a year from now. So
Woo.
very spicy, man. None of my takes even went that hard. Okay. Djordie will hit 20 goals and assists.
20 goal contributions.
20 goal contributions.
Awesome. That's a good take.
We're scoring so many goals this year.
Hey, one of us has to be right.
Oh man.
I like Grant's take here. Mitch will draft a criminal in the my guys draft again.
Yeah, we got to be careful with that one. We got to make sure none of these guys are in illegal investigations overseas.
That makes it awesome. I'll say he will, to answer Juan's 10-10 question, I'm going to say more like 12-8, 13-7.
Yeah, I think that's closer.
I
to
think
what
he's
it is.
setting the table. I think he's setting the table for everybody.
Oh yeah. I
He'll
don't see him.
I think he'll
on the
also
goal
likely
side.
be the penalty taker.
Beaudry to the Premier League
If
in
I had
11
to guess
months.
right now,
I opened a
he's the
can of
penalty
worms.
taker.
The only other person I can see is Cole
Oh gosh.
Cole?
taking the penalties.
Yeah.
That's another guy. Rafa too.
Yeah, but I do think Djordie's going to be the guy. I don't think he's going to let someone take that ball from him when the ref points to the spot.
Yeah.
So I think that'll bump the goals up, and so he'll hit 20 via some penalties and maybe some set piece bangers.
Yeah.
All right, Duane, bring some
Well,
spice.
I'm gonna bring this one from the chat. Beaudry to the Premier League in 11 months.
We're getting crazy up in this place, brother. Let's go.
I love it.
Starting
I love
goalkeeper
it.
for Manchester City in 12
We're
months?
just swapping out. We're just swapping out.
That's all it is. right?
I'm gonna say we're going undefeated versus RSL this year.
I love that take. That's a fun one.
Man, I wish I had an RSL one in there.
That's a really good. I think that's on the table, and if they
See,
don't
the
get,
best takes are crazy, but just enough, maybe, that you could maybe buy in a little bit.
that's a good take. I like that one. I think that's possible if they don't get James Rodriguez. I think that whole rumor of James being interested in MLS and maybe going to RSL scares me a little
Yeah, I
bit.
hope it doesn't happen. Yeah,
Because if you have Chicho and James up there, that's a deadly duo.
No, James stinks.
Dude, again, he does. But if you have a guy like Chicho doing those cuts and doing those runs, it's such a good play for him.
Dude, no. James is only good.
In the World Cup,
Well, yeah. Yeah, all right.
he's only good at the highest possible level
Look,
of
he
soccer.
stinks. I'm not in on that. I'm not scared of him at all. I hope they do sign him just so I can make fun of him when we smoke him.
Wow,
How about that?
that's a bold take.
that's a hot take for sure. My turn.
Your turn. Jesus Christ. Get ready.
Bombi is gonna take the Austin Trusty route and go to Europe and be the starting center back for Canada in Nations League.
go to Europe
I believe that second half.
and start in Nations League for Canada.
Are you making
So
receipts?
you're saying Europe this summer?
Europe this summer doesn't leave till January, just like Austin did, and I think he becomes. He does the exact same route where like Liverpool buys him, they loan him out, then they send him out to a team like Brighton or a team in the second division, and I think he really thrives out there. Because he has all the tools, he has what it needs for him to become an elite defender in the MLS and a really good one in the Premier League. And I'm a big Bombi guy. I think he's gonna take that step this year after a full season of playing, a full off season, and I think it was just one of those guys that fell through the cracks when it came to talent.
Physically, the profile's there. Versatility-wise, he can play all over. Great with the ball at his feet. I can see it. I think Kevin's more. I think Kevin's right. Where it's more likely he ends up at like
Arsenal, not Liverpool. I said Liverpool. My bad.
like a Lens or like a lower French team, or even like a Middlesbrough, one of those yo-yo clubs that goes between the championship and the Prem, something like that. But I can see it. I mean, I can see someone talking themselves into him real easy. Okay. Should I go Nate? Should I go hot take on the plus or on the minus?
Whatever you think.
We got time issues if we're going to do the draft, I think.
We're
Maybe.
still okay.
Okay, because I'm going to give my
We have
last
about
one
4
to
minutes.
Yaya.
We have about 4 minutes.
I think
so-
Yayas are so spicy that mine pale in comparison. So
Okay.
you two bring it home.
I'm going to say this. Whatever the last game of June is the last time we see Rafa.
Oh,
Because I don't know.
I like that.
I think
take.
he
That's a
scores
spice.
3 or less before that deadline, and they don't, and we never see him again.
Okay. See, that's one of those ones that there's enough believability in there to make that
Yeah.
a good take. I
We
like
also
that.
know Duane's feelings on Rafa, so
He's got to prove it, man.
I mean, I agree with you. I think that's a good take.
I got 18-year-old scoring as many goals as he has, if not, well, actually more in preseason.
Yeah,
So
fair.
That's what I think. Okay, there we go. June 29th, LAFC. Get your see you later cards.
LAFC too.
I still believe in Rafa. It seems like I don't, but I still think he's gonna prove something. I think the squad's better, and they're gonna go.
That's
more
the one
chances.
I want to be the most wrong about.
Of course.
Of all of our takes, I hope that's the most wrong.
Of course you do.
Because, man, he's so likable. Did you see that video they put out yesterday of him?
Yep.
He's super likable.
He's like
he just needs to score goals.
he's definitely taken the Max mantle of like
Brazilian?
nicest,
Oh.
friendliest, happy-go-lucky guy on the club. So I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
hope you're wrong too.
Yeah, bring us home.
Can I do 2 real quick?
You can do as
it.
many as you want.
Do it.
You're on
Alright.
fire.
Sprinkle it.
Literally. The title of the podcast is Djordie Mihailović, top 3 finish in the MLS MVP race.
Okay.
I think he finishes the top 1. I think
Wins MLS MVP.
I think the Rapids. I think Mihailović comes in with a new mentality. I think he's gonna start off really slow, but I think when it matters, he's gonna pick it up. I think around May, April, and I think he's gonna go ham, and I think he's gonna win the MVP or at least be in that top 3 finish.
I put this in red on
it's
here
wrong?
because it's that hot. That's fire.
Mine?
Yes.
It is very fire.
Georgie MVP.
Dude, I'm telling you,
Georgie MVP. You guys have Georgie MVP.
dude, what I did, man, I sat there last night contemplating life and thought,
Contemplating.
I'm freezing
life.
cold right now. How can I get hot with this? So I dressed like a hot boy today, wore my cowboy boots.
You
wore-
are a hot boy, yes.
I brought my sombrero around.
Hot boy
my
Valentine's
tejana.
Day.
And exactly,
Tejana?
my tejana. That's what it's called, the felt cowboy hat.
Did
In
I say that
Spanish.
right?
Yeah, you did.
Let's go. I
No sé
redeemed
qué-
myself.
No sé Querétaro.
No. Never.
And this super hot. I know this is a super hot take, and at this point, I'm just getting crazy because I know I can. Rapids win the MLS Cup. They walk out of.
Whoa!
Oh, and I have one more that leads to this. That
Win
kind of proves.
MLS Cup.
And there's one more that just kind of nails it on me. That's like, this is when they win it, and this when everybody knows they're gonna win it. They beat Inter Miami 3-0 with Messi on the pitch and Suarez on the pitch. They got a full healthy squad, and they beat them 3-0 at home.
I believe that's going to happen even without the hot take.
So I believe that's going to be the game that's like they're winning the MLS Cup. They're second in the West. They can take anybody else on.
Wow.
This is like optimistic, Yaya. This is Yasolina all over again. This 2022 Yasolina.
What's Yaya drinking?
Whoa. Oh, a nice little Breck brew at 9:30 in the morning, baby.
My head.
He's drinking hot sauce.
My head is.
He's drinking hot sauce.
Spinning.
Yo,
right
I
now.
said I was coming with the heat. I was coming with the heat today.
Look, I am shook. We need to take a quick break. And we're back. I can't get over that. Even through the whole break, I had time to sit there and ponder and question, is Yaya genius?
I have one last super hot take.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, go ahead.
Based on the comments, made me think.
Okay.
KSC and the Colorado Rapids. I almost said Rockets. Oh, gosh. KSC, Colorado Rapids, will break ground on Victory Crossing before the end of the 2024 season.
That's sad. That's just sad.
That might be the spiciest. Yeah, I'm putting this in red, too. That's insane.
So dumb.
Everything's going to come together.
Oh, boy. Get your Victory Crossing merch at 96originals.com.
Fans will rejoice.
Wow.
That's insane.
They're going to put the sign back up by May.
Dustin says, this may be worse than Yaya's Burger King takes.
I will stand by my stupid hot Burger King take. I'll take the heat of that, and I'll take a sharp roll of heat on that any day of the week.
Well, it was also one with peppers in it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ghost
It
pepper
doesn't
one?
matter.
Pepper one is
See?
elite.
That's
Yeah,
perfect
dude,
for today.
Dude, I love that spice, baby. Bring me again.
I'm glad that people still remember your food draft.
I'm cool with that, dude. Remember,
How could you
That's
forget
how bad it
such
was.
a terrible draft?
I'm a memorable guy. What do you want?
Okay, we got to get into it. It's the Our Guys draft, but first we have to look at last year's. I don't know if I put that in our Slack, Alyssa. Thank you so much.
By the way, shout out to producer Alyssa.
Of course.
Her and Tip always being here early, helping us out do the show. Give them a shout out, guys. They help us out a lot.
Snaps. This is last year's draft. Duane first. He took his guy, Jack Price. We knew it was going to happen. Everyone knew that it was Jack Price off the board first. No one considered anybody else.
Then
Kevin Cabral. We also were pretty sure you were going to take Kevin Cabral. Marco Illich.
that was insane.
Woo, buddy. Ooh.
That was quite a draft.
That was not good.
All
I
L's.
feel like I came out okay.
Those are
with
capital
Bassett.
L's down the line.
You took Keegan. Not his best year, but still Mr. Rapid. We love Keegan. We'll never take away from Keegan. Cole had his best season as a pro. Great pick. Darren Yappy.
Bad season.
That was the worst.
Terrible
That
pick.
was my worst pick, which I'm cool with it.
But you had emerging leader in Bassett and then the now captain.
So you did pretty
Keegan.
good.
It was decent for a bad year.
That's a great draft for a bad year.
Okay. Rubio, for me. I thought that was a good pick. Didn't think he was only going to score like no goals. Max.
International criminal, baby.
I took a international fugitive. Wish nothing but the best for him down in Brazil. Sounds like he's totally clear of all that. And I took Maxu, who was statistically one of the worst defenders on the team, if not in the West.
And Wonders, yes, put it through the stats model for the final score on that.
Please don't.
I think it'll be fun.
All right.
Because we're all going to stink. None of the stats are going to be good.
You're gonna clear, but
It's still going to be bad. It's going to be like
you're right,
3
you're
and then 1-1. It's like, it's
They,
not
they will be
like-
reflective of last year's
Exactly.
season.
It's
yeah,
not
I
gonna
was
be
the
good.
only guy with 3 Rapids from this year's team on his team. Good shout, Kev. Okay, this year's draft. Snake draft. I believe I'm first.
This is also
Yes.
important to say. This is the first part in our season preview series coming up.
This is part 1. Look at that branding. That's beautiful.
Yeah, dude, Duane killed it.
Dwayne's
He
on
always
fire. Okay, me first, Dwayne second, Yahya third. Snake draft, so Yahya will get 2 there. I'll get 2 for pick 2 and 3. It's wide open. Anybody on the team. No rules outside of that. Am I wrong? Am I missing anything for the parameters of the Our Guys draft?
Yeah, you just take whatever you want.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Are coaches available?
No, players.
No, just players. Okay, I
'Cause
didn't
if
want
it
to
was
pick a coach, but I just wanted to put that in there.
If it was non-players, Rapid Man, I would draft 3 times.
No, I said coaches, non-players. There's a difference.
Okay, I'm first. I have been going back and forth on this pick over and over.
This is the one I'm most interested in because
Yeah.
I already know who Yaya and I will be drafting in first round.
Yeah.
I have gone back and forth. I have texted friends. I have spoken with confidants. I have wrestled back and forth. And I am going with, it was head versus heart. And I'm going with heart, baby. Cole Bassett, first off the board.
That's a good one.
That's a great draft pick.
I thought he wouldn't be anywhere near my pick for that same reason. I thought you guys would take him because I think he's undoubtedly the most realistic breakout candidate for this year for the Rapids.
I have to. He is knocking on the door of Mr. Rapid. Obviously, we're not going to take Mr. Rapid from Keegan, the captain, but he is trying. He's truly being the Colorado kid. It is. I have to go Cole. I have to.
I am drafting solely with Duane Brain is
Dwayne
what I'm
Brain
going
is
with.
such a good term. I'm using that forever.
That's actually
It
a
really
nice term.
makes a little bit of sense, but a whole lot of not of sense sometimes. But I'm drafting this person in the first round because if I don't, Yaya will draft him with
I
the
know who
second
it is.
pick.
Damn it.
I know who it is.
So this is a strategic move for me.
This is a bummer for
And
the
my
rest of us.
first pick in round 1 will be Calvin Harris.
Oh,
My
Is that who
DJ.
you thought it was?
Yeah, I knew that.
I know
I'm
where
super-
Yaya's.
yeah.
I know Yaya's brain, and I need to have him in my draft.
That's not who I thought it was.
I'm gonna
No.
have to take him first so that I don't lose him in the second round.
Because I am super high on Calvin Harris. Like, super,
I am
super
too.
high on Calvin, dude.
I mean, yeah, I have that. You say he has the most goals for the club. You
So,
have to pick him.
I'm going Calvin Harris for my first overall draft because I
That is
never draft a goal. I never
crazy.
draft a goal scorer, and I want a goal scorer for once.
This is wow.
The thing is,
This draft is going to be crazy today.
Waters
Yeah.
is befuddled.
dude, the whole thing about Calvin Harris, dude, is
Yeah, but Waters is like a numbers guy.
I know.
dude,
So-
and it's also
We're drafted from the heart, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Waters
the-
is really smart at numbers and soccer
the
stuff.
thing with Calvin, dude, is he had so many flashes last year as a Rapid when he started under Chris Little, and you could really see once they moved into more of a transition kind of offense, something that they fit his offensive prowess a little bit more. He really shined. I'm huge on Calvin Harris so much. I think he's gonna be a great guy. He's under a GA contract. He has the speed. I'm all in on Calvin, and I'm pissed that you took him.
I'm also nice because I could have taken who you're going to draft right
And, you know,
now,
go ahead and
who
draft
I'm
right now.
also
Go ahead.
high on.
Yeah, you're on the clock.
So actually, I'm taking. So I get back to back. So
And this
I'm-
is for Logan in the chat.
Yeah,
This is
so
why.
Actually, that's the thing. I'm gonna take Mihailović on this one. Djordie Mihailović. 'Cause I think it's a smart take.
That's
It is a very smart take.
DJORDJE, Alyssa. DJORDJE.
Mihailović is just
Classic spelling of Georgie.
Djordie Mihailović, man. He's just a baller, right? We all like him. I think he's gonna come in and really change the dynamic of this team. You saw what he did his last year in the MLS under Wilfred Nancy. I'm so in on him. I think Mihailović is gonna be the guy. So I'm all in on
All right.
Mihailović, dude.
Solid.
And I think it was just
Look, it was either him first for me or Cole, and I had to follow the for the badge.
I also love that you spelled out Mihailović and Alyssa said out. You spelled out Djordie and she's like Mihailović.
They're both difficult. They're both difficult. All right, yeah. I mean, that's a no-brainer. You picked him to be MVP.
So I think, I kind of have to stick with myself on this one. And again, one reason, another guy that I'm sticking with that was part of my hot take, it's Omir. Omir in the second round.
I knew you would get. We both knew.
Yeah, dude. Yep. Omir to me, dude, is again. I've told you this underrated signing. I think he's the guy that's gonna really control that right side, and it's gonna be so nice having a guy like Calvin and Omir that can play both sides. Mm-hmm. And I think even if Cole needs a break and you play him at the 10, he's gonna dominate because he's so good at playing that cut and winger, kind of that inverted winger role. So Omir's gonna be the guy for me in the second round. Omir's just.
Damn it.
So special, dude. So special.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. I also got to rep my fellow Mexican. And I talked to him, and I don't know if I can say this, but it looks like he's leaning towards Mexico. So
Get out of here.
So I got to take my fellow dude, Omir, dude. Omir all the way.
I like how you start by saying something with, I don't know if I can say this, and then you say it.
I said leaning.
That is a 1-2 knockout combo of two picks.
Look, Grant, yes, Yahya got who is probably going to be the best player on the team this year, but this is not, we're not drafting the best players on the Rapids. We're drafting our guys.
Yeah,
guys
these
we're
are our
riding
guys.
for.
Yeah.
Guys we want to root for.
Yeah, mine's
obviously Djordie is amazing. No one's
listen,
arguing
after
Djordie.
last year, this because we don't vote for Djordie doesn't mean that
we don't like him.
I want him to be awesome, and I think he's awesome. I love him. But, again, this is guys we want to root for every week, carry the banner for. And so going into that, my second pick, who would have been my first round, but I had to play a little strategy there, is going to be the Colorado Rapid, who is, to me, the best on the squad on the ball. Breaking ankles in that midfield is Connor Ronan.
Yes. Yep. Let's go.
I love Connor Ronan. I love watching him play soccer.
I mean, great pick, Duane.
He's Connor Ronan.
He's Ronan. He's dope. Great pick. Great pick.
I love watching him play. He's one of my guys.
The Ronan gone. I like him.
Love him.
Good pick.
I don't even say anything else about
in the second
it.
round, last year's MVP is an insane pick. Last year's MVP in the second round is a really good pick.
Look, Ronan's dope.
Yeah, he'd be my first overall if I didn't have my strategy going. But I love Calvin Harris in the first round for me too.
Yeah,
I got a goal scorer to cheer for this year. I'm excited.
All right, I'm up. I got 2 picks in a row here. I sense a theme going on here in my picks.
I know who it is.
It is the return. Taking Sammy Vines, baby.
Oh, dude.
Give me Vinesy.
I love it. I mean, it's just, Mitch and I were talking before the show. I was like, every pick is going to be a guy you're going to scratch off your list.
Yeah. You told me that 2 days ago, and I was like, yeah, pretty much.
Vinesy.
Sammy Vines, man, up and down the left side. He is so much fun to watch.
He is. I mean, Yahya put it in the description here. Can Sammy Vines be the best left back in the league? I think yes.
Yeah.
I think he can be a dominant left back. Him and Djordie linking up is going to be electric. I love him.
I also just love that now that you have Sammy on that left back role, you have a reliable defender that you didn't have in Gutman, honestly. So now when you push up, you can have Djordie Mihailović push up into that inverted winger role. Then you can have Sam Vines just run that wing. But you're aware that he's going to be able to recover, and you're going to open up so much space for my guy. So I'm excited that you picked the guy that's just going to benefit me at the end of the day with Mihailović on that left
Correct.
side. I'm excited for that one.
When he's MVP, he has to thank Sam Vines.
He actually might have to.
He's going to have to.
He might have to. What are you doing for your third? It's hard, man. There's so many good players on this team.
There's one guy I love.
There's the cat.
And I know Duane will pick him I don't pick him.
But you've also got your guy.
Dude,
the mister.
see, Duane right now
I'm
trying to play
I'm
mind
fine
games.
either. I can't
Duane is
lose.
playing mind games.
I can't lose on this one.
My
I'm
last one.
so happy
I
either
know,
way.
I know neither of you are gonna take my guy at the end, so you guys can do what you guys got to do.
I couldn't be happy. You pick whichever one you want because I am golden either way. This is my easiest pick.
Okay. This doesn't happen a lot for the Rapids. This move is a rarity in terms of Rapids transactions.
I know who you're going. Yeah.
You don't see players go from where this player came from,
Love this pick.
aka hell, the garbage dump known as Salt Lake City. Because I'm taking Jasper Loffelson, baby.
That's a good
Give
take.
me
Dude.
my guy, Jasper.
He is awesome. Like, just watching, I've been watching a lot of Jasper this week. And just,
You can just put Jasper if you want.
yeah.
No, it's spelled lawful sin.
Lofelson.
Just like it sounds Loffelson.
Yeah. Just like that.
I have to. Look,
Man, he is so
I'm-
gritty. He's got so much dog. There's going to be so many cards coming. Oh,
He's a great interview. He's a great talk. Shout out to him. Bayer got a huge win for him over the weekend. He's a Bayer guy, Bayer Leverkusen.
Yeah.
yep.
Look, I know Ollie was right there. I could have completed the homegrowns.
The
I
trilogy,
just think
baby.
it's a Jasper's he's gonna be starting week 1. Unless Jack comes in this week and just blows some doors off in practice, which
Yeah.
is just going to be tough for him to do. So
Sure.
I think Jasper is the starter 6. He profiles as the guy that will be getting dirty in there and making
Yes.
tackles. And, he literally used the term like he wants me, in referring to Armis, he wants me to hunt.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's dude, there was no dog in that defensive midfield last year. And he's bringing it. And he has such a cool route to get to being a starting MLS guy, right? He was playing semi-pro in Germany. Literally took a year off and just moved to Australia and bummed around Australia.
Yeah, he's worked on sheep farm.
Came back, played as a grad student, gets drafted, molded by Pablo, and now the fruit of Pablo's labor will bear here in Colorado. And I'm just so excited to watch him.
Learning under a guy like Pablo is great on your resume. So, I think that's a great pick. I think you killed it. I think your draft was a really good draft.
Yeah, I mean, obviously missed on the top end. Like you expect round 1, pick 1 to be the top
Mihailović,
guy,
yeah.
Djordie, something like that.
I
Still
think-
2 picks left, and I think there's a lot of interesting names. So let's go ahead, Duane.
That would have been my pick, depending
I
on
know.
who you chose here. But it's still very easy for me. My round 3 pick was either going to be Jasper or the captain, Keegan Rosenberry,
I'm glad
who
one of
is
you guys
going
picked
to
him.
lead the squad back to playoff glory. This guy is quietly masterminding strategy the entire game. He has been on the show, one of the most soccer intelligent players we have ever met. The dude is the longest serving Rapid in Burgundy, the longest out of anybody there. All of the new players are looking to him for leadership. Keegan is going to bring it home for us.
He's going to wear that title of Mr. Rapid with a lot of honor this year.
Yeah.
I think he will.
And I've got my forward, midfield, and back line now in my draft. I feel like I've covered the entire field. This couldn't have turned out better for me.
That's great pick, dude. I'm all for it. I was happy one of you guys picked him because I wasn't going to pick him. That was my pick. So I'm glad that he's on the board for one of you guys.
Like I said, I was happy either way on
I'm
this.
so curious where Yaya's going here.
So
I think I know where Yaya is going.
I don't
but
think you do.
Do we
honestly.
want to go over who's still left? No, we don't really have time. Okay, never mind. Go ahead, Yaya.
On this one, this is a complete just covering my eyes, throwing a bullet throwing a blink in the dark and see if it hits. And it's gonna be Nate Jones, baby.
Oh!
We got a little rookie on this one, my guy. Nate
Love
Jones.
that. He was on my list.
Nate Jones, the dude, the guy that's gonna take over the Maxu spot in a year or two, and he's gonna be just as hyped as
I
Bombi.
am shocked.
I'm not shocked.
I'm throwing a dart in the dark, dude. I'm just trying to see if anything hits. I got 2 good players that can carry me throughout the season. This last one's going to be just, hey, I'm drafting a quarterback in the 7th round. Maybe it's Brock Purdy. Maybe it's somebody else, right? Maybe it's somebody that just don't care.
I thought for sure you were going Bombi on that.
I thought Bombi, dude. And I really think
But
Bombi's
Nate
gonna be
Jones is fun.
dude,
he's
so
just
much hope.
aggressive as hell.
I just think
my mind is blown right
I think
now.
Nate Jones behind those 2 guys.
Yeah, you're this is an all-time Yaya episode. Put this in
The
the
chat is
pantheon.
shocked.
Put this in the pantheon of Yaya episodes. This is insane. Between the fit, between the hot takes, between the draft, absolute Yaya
Yaya's on
masterclass.
one today.
Dude, it's Valentine's Day, man. I gotta come in with the love and the heat.
Love it.
It's what it is, you know what I
Passion.
mean? But just Nate Jones, dude, is my guy. I
Good
was
for you.
super bummed when the Rapids didn't draft him.
Right.
And then that trade comes in with Austin. And I'm like, Austin, what the hell are you doing? You just lost your starting center back for the next 5 years. What's wrong with you? 19-year-old kid has played in the USL, has played all these different leagues, has dominated all these different leagues. Give me Nate Jones, dude. I'm gonna back that kid up until he's proven to me that.
Good
it's
for
not
him.
I
the
love
guy.
it. I love it.
Good for him. That's gonna do it for the guy.
What a
our guys'
draft board. What
We're
a draft board.
We'll throw the board up on our Twitter account. Love to see who you guys are riding with this year. Obviously, comment on that. Let us know who you're rolling with. Let us know what guys your guys are going to be this year. There's a reason I didn't go with Keegan there, and we'll know that next week. Because he is still my guy at heart.
Oh yeah, dude. He's
Not anymore. He's my guy now.
But he's your guy in the draft. And that's okay with me.
Keegan is Mr. Rapid.
He's Mr. Rapid.
He's for everybody.
He's the patron saint of the pod.
but
exactly.
mostly for me.
But mostly for Dwayne.
Now officially it's for Dwayne. Officially it's Dwayne St. Champagne. Like he got baptized into the Rapids life.
I got my guy.
This is the best Yaya episode since the episode he was toasted in sunglasses.
Oh, dude, I was toast to you that.
That's
Again, the first night of sleep
Rapids,
I've
that
actually
was a
got in
Rapids
about 2 weeks.
takeover. DNVR takeover. We're doing it
Oh
again.
boy,
that
we
was-
got a few lined up. We'll announce those in the next couple weeks.
This is the first time I'm actually well rested for one of these in months, so I can bring the heat.
Good
dude.
stuff. Good stuff. Yaya, you want to plug us out of here, please?
Yeah, man. Please follow us on DNVR_Rapids.
Please.
I really want to reach 2K on that account.
We're close.
We're about 600 away. Please follow us there. Tell all your friends if they're pit curious to follow us. Look us up. We try to have a lot of fun on this podcast. Give this video a like. Tell people how much you enjoyed the show, and give us a 5-star review wherever you hear us. We really appreciate all those things. That's the best way you can support us and help the show grow.
We got big shows coming up next week.
Huge.
In addition to our big shows, we also have extra shows with our season preview series coming. We've got kit review coming, not just for the Rapids, but for the rest of the league. It is going to be a huge 2 weeks leading into the season opener. So buckle up, Rapids fans. It is time. The season is here. And we've got lots and lots of content coming for you.
Myrtle?
You messed me up today, dude. I am off. Great work.
That's what I came to do. I
Great
come to
work.
disrupt. You
Like
think I'm-
and subscribe. Become a diehard. You get free merch. Then you get discounts on merch after the free merch. You get a discount at the bar. Get toasty with Yaya down on the bar with a discount. What are we doing? You get behind the paywall. You get 20% off all our events. It is 100% worth it. It's about $6 a month when you average it out over the year. To me, that's about as good as it gets. You're supporting local journalism like us and all our other shows.
And if you come down to the bar for the first game, I will get toasty with you.
Yes.
If you come down here,
We'll be here.
We'll be here. We'll do a live show. We'll get toasty with you guys, and we'll have a great time just talking PIDs.
We are very happy to be back. Next week, it is game week. We are done with the off season. We will see you then. More important than all of that, baby, up those PIDs.
We all silly like the mayor.